good afternoon. Xiao Wu Hao. Turtle Sage back again for another fun-filled episode of How to Fu. On today's episode, yes, again, we are all about the broadsword. Why? Because this is the May. May the 4th be with you. Happy Star Wars Day and month. So, to kick things off, lightsabers aren't real, but the closest thing I could get to that was learning Kung Fu and Ninjutsu. They have swords, and the Jedi and the Sith are based off of the Shaolin monks, samurai, Wudang, all those ancient warriors of the East whose skills in combat damn near seem like sorcery. So, we will continue with my signature weapon, the Dao, the Chinese broadsword. And it's a single-edged slicing weapon, as you learned in the last video. And with that, the thing that comes with using single-edged slicing weapons is that you get blood on them, they get sticky, they get dull, and in the midst of combat, that can be the difference between life and death if you don't know how to get the blood off your blade, right? So, the trick is, what you're about to learn today, is how to get it off. All right, so we'll start out with our basic shield block slice. So this is good. Blocking like this, essentially, you are basically going to take this hand, put it up to almost like your armpit, like so. When you're doing long fist, or really any martial art, I find this a really effective way to actually do that. So like if you're in a fight, right? So you can, right? Smooth. You want smooth movement. So, right? You come it up, you bring it up like so, right? You're creating almost like a shield, So you get up under your blade and you brace it with your elbow, but you don't want it to be right here because remember, this edge is going to be sharp if you're using a live blade. So good habits make good combat. Not that you probably ever use this in battle, but likewise, if you're going to learn tradition, learn the secrets behind a tradition. Don't just do things because your teacher told you to do them. Learn the reason. Learn context in martial arts is everything. And I really feel like that's what a lot of traditional martial arts is missing. It's context. Why do this? Well, all techniques exist from a martial art because they were taught by the survivors, the people who won. If you're winning, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right. So moving on. You block this, especially if you're dealing with someone with who does like an overhead chop on you, like or somebody who's using a spear. When they try to stab you with the spear, you can block, moving close, grab the handle, slice. So let's say I'm fighting Donnie Yen. I'm in the movie Hero. He's an assassin, and I'm working with the Emperor, trying to bring him down. And I just actually happen to be one of the soldiers who doesn't suck. I'm not cannon fodder. So I'm not Jet Li. Anyway, so he tries to stab me with the spear. I block up. I get him. Slice, right? I come back around. Belly cut. And so remember that everything in Chinese martial arts revolves around body control and body alignment. So when I get that, when I'm blocked, I'm bracing myself with my legs. See how my legs are bent? So I bring my hand here, and then so my legs and my waist, my stability and power and strength comes from my legs and the earth. But my belly is directing it away from like my internal organs, which you want in combat. So, but then I come down, long fist, get that slice, come around, slice again, come back around, slice get the blood off, be ready for the next opponent. So that's how it works. I'll show it from this angle. Right? Right? Cat stance. I'll show it from this angle. Right? Simple. Anybody can do it. And so remember that power comes from the earth, directed by the waist, expressed in the hands, and by extension, your weapon. So, slice, 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 right? Get the blood off. Every move is an attack and a defense. And you want that when you're fighting. There is no stop and go. It's touch and go. Touch and go is a cornerstone of Chinese martial arts. This is pivotal. It's the difference between life and death. And so, also, knowing the parts of the weapon merely becomes an extension of you. And so when you wipe the blood off, this is why you do that move. But you don't want to, again, I stress, this part, bu-hao. This, hun-hao. Very good. Right? So, again, block, slice, slice, wipe the blood off. Pretty simple. Anybody can do it. Get you a saber. You can go to kungfudirect.com. Just type it in. They have good sabers. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention that should be stressed when picking out your saber. This saber is actually kind of small. So what you want is a perfect saber. If you're holding it like this, the tip of the blade will come to your ear. This does not come to my ear. So I'm going to have to remeasure my arm, get a new blade, at least for tournament's sake, because they do judge on that. That's one thing you should keep in mind if you are a young warrior coming up studying wushu of some kind. So with that said, I hope you liked what you saw. Hope you learned a lot. Be water. Get stronger, my friends. And with that, may the 4th be with you. Turtle Sage signing out because this is the May.